Hi, welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to talk about a problem that faces a lot of RVers, and that is, what do you do when you don't have enough storage? I'm standing in a Forest River Wildwood 170 SS, which stands for Super Slide, and above the bed you have some storage for blankets and whatnot. You have a little cabinet over there to hang some shirts, and you've got a little cabinet here for some stuff for cooking. Down here you have a shelf that is good for maybe some pots and pans, and over here you got two cabinets for some stuff. I've added a shelf down here for organization, and that's about it. I mean, if you have 5 people, where do you put all the clothes and stuff? So you obviously have some things like this. You know, what's behind there? All units are different. I know that down here, this is pipes that are going across to the cabinet. And of course I have a medicine cabinet, but look at all this space here. So I'm thinking maybe adding a cabinet here, maybe do a clothes hamper or something like that there. And this is for hanging coats and jackets. Well, that's great, but what do you do here? Well, you could probably build a shelf and put some hats or something up there, but you also have this slide that comes across, so whatever you put up here can't extend out and hit that. So today we're going to go down in the shop and explore a solution, first of all, for storage up here. As I do with all my projects, I start out by measuring dimensions and figuring up some kind of a sketch, so I know lengths and widths of all the materials I might need, and that's followed by laying out some rough lines on my lumber. And so right now I've cut 3 pieces. I'm going to rip them to 2 inches wide. That'll be the rails and stiles for the frame and the doors. For the face frame, I'm going to be assembling them with dowels. I'm going to do that on the Shopsmith, which is a tool that most people aren't going to have, but it makes doweling pretty easy and accurate. Here is where I'm going to have a slot cut across here, which the floor panel will fit into. If using dowels, I always round the edges, and I also sand a little relief kerf so the glue can escape. Otherwise, putting in a tight dowel into a tight hole, you're not going to get any gluing power. My next step was to dry fit all of this, make any adjustments to the hole sizes or alignment, make sure everything's going to fit before you glue it up. The next step will be cutting rails and stiles for the doors. So the door frames are going to have a panel, and this is the panel thickness. So I've set up my saw so that the blade, when I run it through, Send this through once, turn it around the other way, and that'll make the perfect size kerf. In order for the rails and stiles to go together, I'm going to be creating a tongue and groove joint, which means that this shoulder and this shoulder have to be cut away. So I'll set that up on the table saw with some scrap and make sure it fits. All right, we're ready for our test fit. It looks just about perfect. Going to spray some shellac on the project. This is pine. There might be a little bit of resin in here. So this will seal it before it gets painted. Cabinet casings in RVs are not put together exactly like kitchen cabinets. A lot of times they have these nailers or screw plates, and in this case the left side of the frame will be screwed into a cabinet right beside it, and on this side that will screw into the wall. So I've pre-drilled holes and I'll now glue those in place. The second cabinet in the bathroom will be constructed similarly to the first one. Our joints will be doweled, and this was a sketch that I did, And up in the ceiling there's a piece of trim where two pieces of ceiling material come together, and that trim means that I have to cut out a notch here, and it's a curved piece of trim. And over here, this is the corner of the bathroom, and that has a piece of trim, so that'll be cut out. And once we're done doing that and gluing it up, we'll work on the door. These are the completed doors for 2 cabinets. This is the face frame for above the area where there are 3 hooks. And this will go next to the medicine cabinet in the bathroom. And it will have 1 shelf attached in the middle when we're done. One thing I know that's got to go before this cabinet is put in place is this, because when this door opens, it's going to hit that. So while the paint is drying on the cabinets, one of the things I want to upgrade is this faucet. Its discharge is pretty close to the bowl, and it makes a lot of splashing. It's kind of hard to get your hands underneath. So what we're going to do is replace that with this item that I picked up on Amazon. So what I can see here already is that this will kind of center the water discharge into the bowl, and we'll see about disconnecting that right now. So the first thing I need to do is get up here and disconnect the supply lines. So we'll just remove these and put that down. And then we'll fasten it up below. And if we have to, we'll put some Teflon tape on the threads. you have a basin tool, you can also use this to snug up your water supply lines or to loosen them. After a day of drying, I will give this a light sanding with some 150 grit, respray, let that dry, and then we're ready to install. We can put on the hardware and get that ready for our installation. Got some little felt pieces here. We'll put them on. Put one at the top and the bottom. Before you do any cabinet install, it's a good idea to know where your studs and wires are. Now I have this Wallabot that is supposed to work on gypsum and plaster walls. They said it wouldn't work on an RV, but I found that I did get some success. I know that this is a wire. It's going up through here to the rear camera. And I was able to pick up center lines of certain studs. So I'm going to be fastening the cabinets to these points. So I should be okay. So I was going to install these door closers, and because I ordered the hardware after this design, seems like I got about 3/8 of an inch. I really don't have much to screw into, so I'm going to have to add some wooden blocks to that before I install the face frames. Well, as these pieces of wood dry for our closers, let's talk about another issue. RV beds. What comes with a standard RV unit is probably something like this. You know, it looks pretty, but it's only 5 inches thick. It's probably one piece of foam, not very comfortable. I added a 2-inch piece of foam on top, and it's not bad. But I thought we might upgrade. And today, wouldn't you know it, the upgrade has come. So here it is, a Short Queen upgraded mattress, 8 inches thick, gel foam from Zenith. So let's get this in the rig and unboxed. These are the pieces I've added, so I can attach the closing mechanism. This frame's the trickiest to install because I can't simply push it up in place because of this. So what I have to do is install the bottom floor, let it rest on top of the coat rack, and then put it into a slot that I have. And I can push this up in place and screw it. One down, one to go. Well, we've had a chance to sleep on the Zenus 8-inch mattress, and I can tell you that it is 60 inches wide and 74 long. And once you add some covers, it pushes the mattress and makes it tighter. So in my situation, it's a little harder to make the bed because you do have some tight compression areas. But the mattress is available in 6, 8, and 10 and 12 inch thicknesses, and it has different levels of firmness. The 8-inch is a medium firm, and I can attest to that. Well, that's it for the RV improvement video. I hope you've enjoyed it, maybe learned something. Building the cabinets obviously took the longest amount of time. Replacing the faucet, that went pretty quick. Getting the bed done, that was pretty quick. Also did an adjustment in that cabinet so the clothes hung properly from the factory. The bar for the hangers was actually way too low and too far forward, so that got pushed back and raised up. So if you've enjoyed the video, I'd appreciate it if you give it a thumbs up, and if you hit the notification bell, you'll see the next videos. Thanks for stopping by and watching the channel.